Today on our unboxing is, and I'm going to read this so I get it right, NavMan's MiVUE 1100 Sensor XL DC. This is a dash cam. So full disclosure, NavMan have sent this to me for a long-term test. I take these from cutting that tape. I take these from car to car. I don't think anyone should be without a dash cam. Anyone. Oh my God. These things are designed to be idiot proof. So what do you get in the box? Well, let's open that up. Tag, don't know what that is. One quick start guide. One micro SD card information, some more important information, and now we get to the duck's nuts. Okie dokie, let's pull all this stuff out. There is a mountain of cables and fittings. Now what you might not know about dash cams is that you get one unit like this that goes in the front, one unit like this that goes on the back, depending on which dash cam you buy. Let's get those all out of the plastic. That's the rear camera, which you'd put on your windscreen facing outwards at the back. You get a whole bunch of little double-sided tape mounting clips, and they're for the very many cables. You also get a couple of mounting clips for the front. One, this one, which I won't be using, is if you hardwire this unit into the front of your car. If you do that, for God's sake, get someone professional to do it, because there's airbags that run all the way down the A-pillars, up along the front and to the back. I'd also suggest getting the rear camera fitted professionally too. These are the cables you've got to fit it with, and honestly, it does not work for the faint-hearted. This, which you would use as I do, is the cable that runs from the NavMan unit on the windscreen to your cigarette lighter. You can also hardwire this into the car itself. This is what I'll be using. It's a temporary mount, and it's a simple suction cup that fits onto the windscreen, and then you put your NavMan unit onto that. And finally, the star of the show. There's so much tape on this. The NavMan Sensor XL. This is a pretty nice looking unit. Peel that tape off, which has got a picture of what you would see when you're using it. This is a nice looking unit. This is really nice. Some of the cams have lenses that you can focus. Some like this, you twist the ball on the suction cup to get it in the right spot. When you're mounting these, make sure you mount it on the windscreen so it'll go like so. Make sure you don't put it in front of these sensors that are at the front of the car that they use for radar, for AEB, etc. So, once you get rid of all the plastic, what you get in the box are the cable that runs to the front camera and the cigarette lighter, the cable that runs from the front to the back camera, mounting clips, a holder, and the adapter cable. And what you use this for is to connect the front camera to the back camera. It comes with a micro SD and an adapter. You simply put the micro SD into here, and that also means that you can take it out and put it into your computer. There's desktop software for this as well. I found that particularly useful, though obviously I use a video editing suite. I would not be without a dash cam. I simply wouldn't. This is what happens if you have a dash cam, particularly one with a rear-facing camera. There's some classy looking buttons along the bottom, and this screen looks really nice. The important thing about NavMan cameras, and which is why I use NavMan cameras, is this lens is glass. On some of the cheaper ones you get, especially some of the ones from China, these are plastic. And frankly, the picture quality is pretty awful. Okie dokie. Join us next week when we will unbox MyCam GPS. Stay tuned for the review of this unit. It'll come up in a few months once we've had a chance to give it a really good workout. But I like this a lot.